before I actually hit start.
Yeah, yep.
Are we supposed to wear masks and?
It's outside. It's not. It's recommended. It's
Yeah.
not required. So,
Okay.
But Brian and I are standing so close together. I just thought.
Yeah.
It'd be
Okay.
safe.
Yeah.
Set a good example if the county person doesn't.
Yeah. I'm thinking I might like put it on when I'm going to talk.
Talking to the kids. Yep. And that's fine. And I don't know. I told the
And
kids
then
they're outside
And then Ethan, when you come back, we'll just do a quick mic check when you
Okay.
get back though. Because what I'm going to have you, because we're going to be live streaming this, so since we don't have sound, I'm going to need you to actually, talk into the mic to announce who won, and then I'll just leave the mic standing here. But we'll do that here. Why don't you go before we start, we can do that so I can set the sound up.
welcome. So it says I am but I am just going to disconnect myself from that
Okay.
so that I don't take any of the
Okay.
so it gives you better bandwidth.
So this is actually hooked up to your there. Oh, this must be right here.
Skyrim?
Oh, Skyrim.
Or
Okay.
Solus or something?
Skyrim it says.
Yep,
Yeah. Okay.
that's it. So I turned my internet or my Wi-Fi off, so but hopefully you can get out.
No, it's probably against your phone.
Yep, and that's right on the back here. And that's supposed to stay charged all day. So.
Sometimes it'll take it a minute.
Okay, because it's showing it's done.
But yeah, it's going between the two computers. Me and the
Yeah.
grab some.
Yeah, and mine, I just reconnected mine and it's working. Hey, where are you, Justin? Okay. Looks like our superintendent was back. Yeah. And I think that's their getting cat. So I might have to have you send them over to the cat show. The Brandy, the rabbit superintendent is in there. She helps with that science. So I can see if I can get somebody else to go down there. 'Cause we didn't know. Okay, all right. I can kind of keep an eye on it. I'm right down here I'm down here by Rana, so. Nope, it's in the Panetti building. So, I think Graham, gosh, I don't know. It's not. So hopefully it won't. So, Judge isn't here yet either. I think it's Thursday. But I think they had checked in at 9:30, so unless that was at 10. But Brandy's there, and when you get up there, maybe she's okay with doing it, and then you can come back. But I'm just thinking a fair board member needs to, should go up there and see. Okay, thanks. Bye. Yeah, there's some really reliable superintendents, but you know, with this COVID stuff comes up all the time, and it's just like, did it still not work? So right.
I mean, it's grabbing it, but it still says there's no internet.
So. Would you have to, I wonder if you have to download this stupid app to use it.
That's very possible. There's an app that we gotta use.
Yeah, it's I don't know if you want to do that. Try to do that, and then it'll be set for the next 2 days. Because I'm getting it, but then to go here to the app, and it tells me it's all connected and the paired devices in one.
That's you.
Yep.
So it's like, switched it back over to my phone.
Yeah. So.
Well, let's just, I want to see how this goes.
Okay.
I might be able to just, if I need to,
Thanks, Justin.
yeah.
Yeah. Stephanie was coming. She said she would, but she's not here yet, so I'm just a little. And maybe Brandy's fine with taking the cat show.
Brandy's
The rabbit person. Yeah.
Hey, she's up there, you said?
Yeah, because she was gonna do the vet science because they have her son is got a gecko and whatever. So. We'll have to figure this out. I'll have to see if I I
No,
tried it
that's
at home
okay.
and it worked really good, and I'm like, no. But I had to download the hotspot because it
Sure. Yeah.
registers under my phone. But you can add other devices, and I thought it was just a matter of connecting the password is what I thought.
Do you know what the password is for?
Then time fair? Yes, time fair, the fair. All one word, all little. Yeah.
So time for.
Yep. And there's two versions of it, one 5G and one regular, and we're finding it easier to use 5G.
No, I just have one that says DC Fair Secure. That's all.
Oh, okay.
I don't see nothing else.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm looking at this one.
Okay.
See, that'll make it. It'll take heat off of my phone. Then a little bit,
Okay.
you
Yep.
know. That's
Alright.
the big thing.
Good, because I'm supposed to be able to have 10 devices attached to that orange one.
yeah.
So that doesn't make sense that it's not.
Well, and I mean part of it could be that.
Because I don't think everybody has to have an app. But I'm going to just do some research here and see.
Well, like I say, this will be fine.
Okay.
The big thing is the a lot of times I'm learning with all of this stuff. You know?
Yes, it is. Yes.
And with pause. And
Yeah.
And so that makes it a lot. You know, when I'm trying to do like what I'm gonna do eventually when I'm doing things that that's what I'll do is I'll be using my phone for the radio broadcast, but schools Wi-Fi for
For that, yeah.
because it sucks up so much.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, is there just out of curiosity, is there water, beer, coffee, pop in that office or
Yeah, what
somewhere
would you
around
like?
here?
Like a coffee?
You either got coffee or Coke?
Pepsi. Or Diet Coke.
You have Mountain Dew in there?
No Mountain Dew.
I'll do the coffee.
Coffee, cream, black.
No, just here, black.
I'll just have Graham bring you some coffee down and I'll cover the mug. And then he can take yours back and fill it. Or you can put it in there. That'll be easier that way you don't have to run out.
Yeah, that'll work. So,
Yeah, and we'll bring you a bottle of water.
and then, because then what we can, and then for, I think tomorrow, just gotta talk, you know, about, almost two of those pallets stacked together is gonna be high enough, you know.
So we can find that out. That'll work.
Or just a little mini stage or something
Yeah.
would work too, just to be up so I don't really want to get I don't want to have the fence in the way.
Yep.
Oh yeah, there we go. Right on top. So Ethan, why don't you just grab that mic and you're gonna hold it. There you go.
Okay.
Just start talking like you were doing it, like you were announcing.
Check
the walk.
1, 2. Nice cow to start the class. Big white animal. Beautiful udder. She's handy winner. Keep going. Okay. In this spring calf class, nice pair of calves to represent the Holstein breed today. Just going with his first calf over the second. Okay. Hello. That's nice to give everyone a little gift for registering and showing up.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Kind of weird ear and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. I actually have a couple shows though that are still going on.
Nice. see Jackson County, they're still going to hold their fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Is that
actually-
right, Brian? I thought I saw on your Facebook page yesterday.
Yeah, Jackson County's still doing theirs. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm heading down to Dubuque, Iowa on Tuesday for the Dubuque County Fair. And they're supposed to have like 140, 150 head.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice to see.
So, be a big one.
You know, that's something for each one of you. Well, thanks for coming.
Of course, my pleasure. Have you been doing a lot of Facebook live streams with different events?
I only had this camera for about 4 months.
Okay.
And I just started doing stuff like this.
Yeah.
I have been doing the Durand City Council meetings, and then we did the Pepin High School graduation.
Okay.
We did that, and then we broadcast on air on the radio station. We broadcast the Dunn Electric Co-op's annual meeting, and so people that showed up, they listened on the radio to the meeting that was held outside.
Yeah.
So, well, it was at that one of the parents had bought their daughter's steer a few years ago. He works up at Dunn Energy, and he had mentioned that they were going to do the shows, and oh, you're the man. You are the man. Thank you so much. Awesome sauce. And
I'll have to bring some
it
more
was
down after a while.
it was
Sorry, I should have had to grab.
it was at that point I'm like, well, wow, this is, I'd like to be able to do something. So then I called Deb. I said,
Yeah.
Deb, I just need
That's
color.
probably good right
And
now.
so that's what we did.
So,
And so we're going to do today, tomorrow, and Saturday's show. So we're doing Dairy
I
today,
think-
Beef tomorrow, and on
she
Saturday.
got it under control, Justin? The cat?
Part of it was,
Okay. All right.
I wanted to, I was like, God, if I could have something, maybe I can get like 2 or 3 sponsors, just to make it work.
But that table falls
Just if
apart.
anything, just to
Be
cover some of
fixed.
my, and try and make up for losing the whole fair, because, for radio stations, it's a lot of events. And, I ended up with 18 sponsors.
Oh, wow.
Hello, this is Tim. On the fair. Now, part of it's probably because of everything going on. No one really can watch this. But actually, I'm considering next year for all of our fairs is because I do about 5 of them that we go to. Yeah, we'll do remotes, but this is what we'll do with the auctions and/or the shows. Maybe we'll do that via Facebook and our YouTube shows. Why not?
Yeah, increases traffic.
And and then the sponsors I can get, they're going to be on both, and it helps out in the end. So that's kind of what even my the guy that helps me with the internet, with my website, he's my old boss. And he was like, I kept telling him he had to change the banner that he had to keep in. He's like, I think you got something here, Brian, for next year. I'm like, yeah, I think you're right. I think we're gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna find a high school student to come with me to do that while I'm doing remotes or whatever, So, but it's not going to be that hard because once I really kind of get it set where everyone's going to be at, I just have to get, you just have to announce it so that people can hear it on the screen, and then
Do the double mic thing.
Ethan, this is your ribbon girl.
Okay.
Katie Steinmeier. This is Ethan Davis.
Katie, nice
She
to
is
meet
getting
you.
boots, okay? She's
Okay,
got her
okay.
sister getting them. So,
You're
he'll
gonna
tell
hand
you
out
what
the
color
ribbons for me?
ribbons to do, okay?
Good.
Oh, that's
She's
part
very
of it.
excited about
Good.
this.
And
Yeah,
especially,
that's the
hopefully,
part I always get confused. So hopefully you do a better job than I do. Can you do that?
because people like, there are people that like.
You have
Yeah.
an elbow that you're gonna wear?
I mean, I could probably do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Are you a Dunn County Fair, Civil Fair? Junior Fair, Civil Fair? Maybe. Self-appointed? Yeah, there we go.
You'll have to give Jim a hard time because we obviously with the fair later we canceled our Ferris contest, but I already have the sash and everything because I ordered those at the time because then the person that makes the sash, she after
He's
they
not
are
wearing the
here, he
sash?
won't do it. But he's on Facebook, so if you follow him, you see his picture with his sash.
My dad was yesterday.
Yep.
Your dad
yep.
was yesterday?
Yeah, and
That's when you
Derek
guys
was
are
on.
coming out with
yeah.
this,
yeah, Derek was the day before.
I always joked with one of my friends that said, like, nowhere does it say the Ferris has like an age limit nor gender requirements. So I always joke with one of my friends, him and I.
You ought to do it.
We're gonna be
it's
the
a great
Polk County
opportunity.
Fair, Ferris of the Fair, and Ferris attendant.
Yeah. And then you know what? You go to the state competition, and you might end up working for the state of Wisconsin.
See, when I first saw that, I'm like, really? They're gonna actually? Because I mean, I didn't realize it was more of a gag. I'm like, no, because I saw this, and I'm like, they really did that. Wow. Things really. Holy. Is this all because of COVID and George Floyd and everything else going on that they decided, oh, we better not get in trouble, we're gonna have to let a guy be Ferris of the Fair or what? You know. So I didn't realize you guys were just doing it as a gag at first, because I was like, oh, really? I mean, I did. I saw. I'm like, did you hear about this? By the way, the guy that won the 22 million in Menominee.
Yeah.
He's from Elk Mound.
Yeah, he's my neighbor.
Okay. Now him and a friend years ago on a handshake said, like you, if one of us wins, either one of us win the lottery, we'll split it. So the guy wins 22 million. He calls his friend who's fishing. Guess what? I won 22 million. You get 11 million of
Hi,
it.
Stacey.
No kidding.
Yeah.
He's probably thinking, what am I gonna do with 22
Yeah.
million?
Well, and they had
so.
that whole thing, and then whenever, you know, even if they won $1, they would always go back and forth with the 50 cents, you know, and
Yeah.
stuff. It's
I mean,
yeah, he's my neighbor. It's
I
just
mean,
like, oh my God, nice guy.
That's like, can't I be your friend?
Yeah.
Please?
I think we made that deal too.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't need 11 million. Just, you know, heck,
$1,000 would be nice.
I'm cheap and easy. $5,000 is, you know, and I'll be thinking I want it all. You know, I mean, oh my word. So it just came across. We just got the press release from the lottery, and I'm reading.
What's his
I'm like,
name?
Yep,
Okay,
everybody.
because I know they had to go to court because it's
Oh, yeah.
a shared one, and so it had to be a court that was okay to do it before they would
Oh, yeah.
pay out, or
Can you
before
believe that?
they would say who the person was.
You have to go to court.
Yeah.
Even though I won and said I want to split it with you, I still got to go to court to do that,
Yeah.
so that, you know.
Unless you donate it all, right?
Yeah,
Like
I
if
think.
they donate it all, they don't have to
yeah.
release the name, but if you like
Yeah.
take $1, they technically have to release,
Yeah,
release
yep,
the name.
and because they were going to share it.
Well, and then
Judge
there
had to decree that it wasn't no hanky-panky going on or anything.
And then in Jamaica, some guy won the lottery, and again they were supposed to. He's supposed to be at least identified by. Yeah, I mean they have to. I don't know, something with filming or whatever. That okay. For him to get the check. So he showed up in a Darth Vader.
That's hilarious.
I've got the Force, give me my money, and the guy was like, and that was it, and they gave him his money. In Darth Vader.
Are you broadcasting live on the radio or on your Facebook Live?
We're doing, this is going to be on Facebook Live, this show, and then I'm still having to do all my farm markets and all that other stuff, so I'm getting ready to do a market update here in just a minute. And, before 10, I figure I should do it now, 1 before 10, before everything starts here, and we'll go from there, so. Uh-oh. Hello. Well, she'll probably be there until I have to come and get her, and I'm here at the Dunn County Fair at least till noon. Noon, 1 o'clock. I mean, because I'm doing the dairy show, so. Yeah, she's not. Yeah, because I have to come and get her today. Oh. Okay. Oh wow. All right. Well. Well. No, she's only gonna. Like I say, I have to get her today. I have to go pick her back. I have to go pick her up today. So, at least that's the plan. But I'm doing that after the dairy show. I'm getting ready to do that here right now. Well, the dairy show starts at 10. I'm thinking I'm going to be at least 1 o'clock, 1:30, or sometime. You know, I mean, They said she could stay in the room until at least 3 this afternoon. Okay? Okay. 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 That's fine. All right. Well, I gotta go because I gotta get this market update done before 10 o'clock. So, all right. All right. We'll do. All right. Yep. Bye.
So if you want to try to get that, or get yourself a
Milk markets are lower with this WRGN market update on Prime. When it ends at the Mercantile Exchange, August milk down 26 to 22.50, September down 20 to 20.73, October down 20 to 19.05, and November now down 25 to 17.72. Cattle markets moving mostly lower after starting the day higher on some strength in some of the cash markets, but now a bit of profit taking stick in.
We're gonna order
Markets will
box
continue to move
lunches
higher
for
with
lunch,
triple-digit gains due to the higher
from
retail
Herberts and
values.
Brewers.
August
Okay.
cattle down 15 cents to 101.35. August lean cattle up
What
72
would you
cents to
like?
142.
Do you know they have like
August hog
Are they hot
Oh,
sandwiches or cold?
cool? It'll be a box lunch and it's a sandwich and you get a pickle and chips and cookie.
Okay. Just like a turkey or
A turkey, just a turkey. They have ham, turkey, roast beef. Okay, sounds good.
Another export sale yesterday, more export sales expected today. That's helping to support soybeans wheat moving lower as the dollar starts to rebound just a bit. September corn down 1 1/4 to 326 1/4. New crop 21 down at 3/4 to 364 1/4. August beans up 4 to 908 1/4, and new crop 21 up a half to 893 1/2. Chicago wheat September down 5.5 to 529, and May down 6 to 514 3/4. Minneapolis wheat September down 2.5 to 512 1/4, and March now down 2 to 589 3/4. Let's check the markets from the Dunn County Fair Dairy Show on Brian Winnekins.
You've done those a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been doing these silly things since 1989.
So I looked at, I think I had to activate it before you tried.
Oh,
If you want to try again, you certainly can. If you don't want to
Okay.
monkey with it, because I went now without going through the app and I logged right on.
Oh, okay. So
I think I had to go in the app first, activate that it was going to be active,
sure.
and I think we were all doing that at the same time. So probably.
Are they
We're down probably. That's a lot. Totally. We have about 55% of our exhibitors that we had last year compared to last year, and about 60% on entry, but that's over everything. So,
yeah.
um,
I guess like
we have swine up. We have 135 swine entries and 52 sheep.
I'm guessing people had bought their pigs basically when it started, so
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I think the
They
big
have
show will
them
be the long one for me.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
going to be the long
That
one.
one will be good. So.
Kyle Rosen can do that one.
I'm not sure who we have, to be honest. Sam hires all the judges, and I know the meat animal committee was paying for part of the judges, they were getting actually quite a difference. And they say that. So they were chipping in on that, and we canceled that one because he's unpaid.
Oh.
It's too dictated and everything. So, and he didn't even know for sure if he was going to be able to come because of that.
Yeah.
With his job, with some state restrictions on.
Yeah.
Brian, what would you like for lunch? You're gonna order something for you.
What do they have?
They have a turkey and roast beef and fish.
Turkey sandwiches.
Turkey?
Or beef sandwich?
Yep, they have beef.
Just fine. Just fine. No tomato, no mayo. No, wow, look at that. That like went really fast.
Did it?
Wow.
Did it load up?
Oh yeah, real like
Oh, good.
grabbed it right away.
Derek.
We're doing here. great. How are you? Good. You guys going to the stage show? Plan on it?
Yeah, I don't know if I'll go now, but during the summer, Dado will plan.
Okay. The three of them, or are you sending more?
I just got two.
Just two? Do you have to be at district show?
Yeah, there's Ben's.
With Ben, yeah. Who's gonna show him down there? And them.
Yeah, one of them.
When is stage show? Dates?
I'm not sure about the dates, no. We were just talking about it 5 minutes ago. Give me a sandwich. Playing those.
Check that on my calendar. So you can go along. Are they doing spectators?
I don't even know.
I have to look.
We're like sisters-in-law. No, you're like my daughter-in-law.
Do you have any?
Case of Mitchell. There's no case of Title.
Do you have anything special you want me to talk about?
No, but I think maybe ask them, what they want to get out of it. I mean, if there's something they want to, or, on how we're going to, make this a little bit more in a show. Make it worth their while. Make it fun. Yeah. We normally have, but we were able to put together at least a show, and we're able to keep our judge coming and stuff. And so, because it is so small, I talked to Ethan, about maybe doing a few extra things. And so, I'm going to turn this over to Ethan right now. This is Ethan Dado, and if you remember, he judged our show last year. So, Ethan, because it's so small, just go ahead and visit with the kids a little bit. Maybe explain maybe a few extra things. Maybe ask them what they want to get out of this, or what the real purpose they're here for.
Yeah, thanks, Jim. My name is Ethan Dado. I am actually an egg teacher by day and by not summer, during the school year. And so I'm all about learning, and you're all like rolling your eyes because it's summer and you don't want to be in school, but then you hire a teacher as a judge. And so I do love the whole dairy world. I started showing when I was probably real small, probably his size. And so been showing ever since. Honestly, a lot more into the judging side though. I started judging at 9 years old and haven't stopped since, whether that be 4-H, FFA, or the collegiate scene as well. And so happy to share any of those knowledges or experiences with you. But again, like Jim said, I'm more interested in what you're interested in learning about. So whether that be showing tips and tricks, the fitting and grooming side, or even the judging side, when I say something, especially some of you younger ones, and it doesn't make sense, just be like, what does that mean? And I'm more than happy to stop and fully explain that in more detail. Especially with some of the smaller classes or younger exhibitors, I might take your calf and show you something about how we might try a little differently to make our animal look a little bit better, line up in the ring. You older ones, be ready to answer some tough questions. I'm all about questions and finding out what you all know, right, Abby? Last year we had some interesting questions in that Showmanship final, but I had to do something to separate you all. And parents, that includes you too. I know this is a learning opportunity for everyone. My family, we farm just up in Amory in Polk County. We typically on any given summer have anywhere between 13 to 17 managerial kids showing our animals at the county fair. My siblings and I are all done, but yet we still have almost 30 head at our county fair. And so when I say we're big into the youth development, I hope our actions speak louder than our words there. And so I do want to support the youth. I also want to support the parents and their learning endeavors as well. Not that I know it all, definitely not. I know there's some people here that definitely have more of the show side, but definitely happy to answer the judging questions in particular.
Very good. Does anybody have any questions for Ethan before we even start? Okay, with that, we'll start the show off today with the Explorer calf. And I think, Tyler, that's yours. Okay, so bring that one up and then we'll go by age. So, Abby?
Then we have the first one is registered Holstein winter calf.
So then that's Braden. Okay, and then who would be after Braden?
It looks like
That's the grade. Then we go over here with Quillings.
yeah.
Okay. And it'll go quick. So, after you're done, I would say there's only one or two in a class. So don't wander all the way back, to the barn or anything. Okay, we ready? Okay, go get your calves.
If they need more time.
And again, I'm Brian
and if you
Winnikins.
need more
We are
time,
at
it's not a big
the
deal.
Dunn
Yeah,
County
we're
Dairy
not
Show
here
here
to-
at the Dunn County Fairgrounds.
Yeah.
And we're getting ready with our
Somebody
first class here. And thank you to our live
showing
stream
it as an
sponsors.
explorer, then
And
he's showing it
they
as a
include
spring
PIP
calf.
Seeds,
sounds
Wisconsin Credit Union Business Loans and Services, Slyforth Auction Mondovi, Countryside Co-op, Animal Wellness Center, Value Implement of Menominee, Synergy Co-op, Annabis Silo, Martin Transport, Compure Financial, Hurlburt Heating and Plumbing, Osteoplastics, Dunn Energy, Sunny Skies CBD, also Anderson Agribusiness, your Pioneer Seeds representative in the Menominee area, West Wisconsin, and 24/7 Telecom, and Bruner Seeds. Again, please thank all of our sponsors for our broadcast for today. We'll also be having the Beef Show tomorrow at 10 o'clock and the Hog Show on Saturday at 10 o'clock as well here on our Facebook page and also our YouTube channel at Durand Broadcasting. So we're getting ready for our first class here at the Dunn County Dairy Show, and that is coming up.
Busy. I don't know if there's an actual or not. Let's stay out of the... I'm good at crowd control. There's not much crowd control this year.
The public was good.
First class is going to be Explorer.
Those people parking 3 deep.
If anything went and that's for the next class, I think it's letting you know what it is.
Yep.
So first class will be Explorer.
Yep, and then after that we'll have the grade Holstein spring heifer.
So our first class will be Explorers, and then Grade Holstein will be the next class, correct? Okay. And spring class, Grade Holsteins will be our next class. So we're getting ready with our Explorer class here coming up.
Yeah. I just kind of
Start circling. Stop her. You know how to set her up?
And I think we might have one more Explorer class.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. Okay. Okay. Not gonna like me on that side. Okay. When she does that, you want to take her a few steps forward and try setting her up again. There you go. you're showing? Yeah. What breed is your calf? What breed? Very good. Did you flip her? Yes. Did anyone help you or did you do it all yourself?
I did the body and then I did the head.
Do you have another?
So this is the exploring class, and there's only one.
No, there's one more coming, Jim.
Oh, there is?
Yep, you
Okay.
still have one.
Right there. These are all shown in our little bridges that we normally have on Sunday. So even though this is technically the first time, each one of these, I bet you they probably shown 5 years ago.
All right, should we stop and catch up tomorrow?
Yeah, but maybe if you hold her head higher.
talk really loudly? Is it going to be bad there?
You could be okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Just 2 calves here in our Explore class, and 2 exhibitors that definitely both deserve their blue ribbon. Just pulled them in order that they came into the ring. Our first young gentleman with his red and white Holstein Heifer. An animal that you can tell he's definitely worked with a lot and definitely knows how to exhibit the animal, set up the feet, and keep his heifer looking the best at all times. Our young man with the white calf here leading out in second, came second into the ring, has definitely spent time washing his white heifer and keeping her clean. He also did a very nice job showing a calf that he said didn't like her second bath of the day, and so tends to be acting up a little bit, but sometimes that happens. But he did a very nice job handling her and definitely deserving of that blue ribbon. Great class to start off the morning with, and 2 exhibitors that did a fantastic job.
So up next will be our grade Holstein Spring Calf. Grade Holstein Spring Calf.
What's the age on this one? Spring. Well, this is in March, so this one will go first. Right in, a little early. Okay. Do this one. Just wait right over there. Okay.
Just 1 calf here in our spring Holstein grade calf class, but definitely a calf deserving of a blue ribbon. A calf that you love the depth, sweep, and openness to her rib when viewed from the side. The exhibitor does a nice job keeping her pinched down and straight across that top line. If we were going to change her up a bit, just take a little set away to the hock and also increase the width between the hocks when viewed from behind. When the calf is on the move, tends to hock in just a tiny bit. But overall, a nice spring calf to start our show, and definitely deserving of the blue ribbon.
Up next will be our registered Holstein winter calf. Again, up next is our registered Holstein winter calf here at the Dunn County Fair 2020 Dairy Show.
If you want, sure. Yeah. So that was Garrett. That's Garrett. Okay.
Just one calf here in our winter Holstein purebred class, but definitely a heifer that could stand a much more competition and deserving of this blue ribbon. A heifer that we absolutely love, her altitude, her stretch from end to end, her depth to her barrel, and just the overall style and balance this heifer brings into the ring. A couple things we'd like to maybe just fix, very minor changes. We'd like to make her a little more feminine in the bone structure, especially down through that hock region, and maybe give her just a touch more power through that front end. But overall, a beautiful heifer today representing the Holstein breed in the winter calf class.
Up next is our grade Holstein winter calf. Grade Holstein winter calf is our next class. Again, thank you to our sponsors as well. They helping us with our broadcasts, including Bruner Seeds, West Wisconsin and 24/7 Telecom, Anderson Agribusiness, our Pioneer Seeds representative in Menominee, Sunny Skies CBD, Dunn Energy, Osteoplastics, Hurlburt Heating and Plumbing, and Compeer Financial. It's the Dunn County Fair 2020 Dairy Show this morning.
two calves here in the grade Holstein winter calf class. Gonna give them both blue ribbons again. First calf, the red calf over the black calf here in second. We just prefer the red's calf angularity, just trimmer in the neck and throat, more prominent down the top line, and less patchy about the hips, pins, and thurls. Even tapers down to just more flatness of bone through the hock region. Also, first over second, just admire the straightness of the line in this first calf over the second, especially stronger in the area of the loin. Taking nothing away from this second place calf, a calf that we love her size and stretch for being born in February. Actually, both these calves were born in February, and I told the exhibitors not too often we see a winter calf class with both calves born in February. But both very deserving of that blue ribbon and representing the Holstein breed in this grade show.
Our next class is the registered Holstein Summer Yearling. Again, registered Holstein Summer Yearling. Next class in our Dunn County Dairy Show for 2020.
Try stopping and setting her up. Can you push right there on her shoulder to see if that will cause her to back up? There you go. Want to pull her up, put her in line right here? Zipper? No. No? Nope. Alright. Very nice heifer you brought in today. Definitely gonna preserve that blue ribbon. We're gonna, we love her angularity. Obviously, we're gonna get some pins and bones back to it. Okay? Also love her strength, or her stretch, how long she is front end. Also her strength, very wide through that front end. We're going to change her up just a little bit, maybe take away a little of the set to the hawk, that angle to your legs. Okay, very nice job. Yep, blue ribbon. Just one calf here in the summer yearling purebred class. A calf that we admire her sharpness and angularity to the hips, pins, and thurls. We love that stretch from end to end, the length in her neck, and especially the length in that midsection of the body, and carries that length all the way back between her hips and pins. Told this young man if we were going to change her up a little bit, just take a little set away to that hawk. And also fill her up in the area of the loin, make her a little straighter and stronger across the top line. But overall, a very nice representative of the Holstein breed, and this young man did an excellent job exhibiting her today.
We continue on with the registered Jersey Summer Yearling. The registered Jersey Summer Yearling is our next class here at the Dunn County Fair 2020 Dairy Show.
they put it on the last place they took it off. So, but overall, very nice heifer. Just one heifer here in the Jersey Summer Yearling, a late July heifer, but definitely doesn't give up any size even with her late birthday. A heifer that we love the rear feet and legs, how freely this heifer walks around the ring. Love the set and flex to the hock. Love the steep pastern, steep foot angle, depth of heel as well when evaluating her feet. I also love the stretch of this heifer from end to end, especially the length in the midsection of her body. Also admire the straightness of this calf down the top line. Love the strength in her loin, high chined type heifer. If we're going to change her up a little bit, just widen her out in the pins just a touch more, and also make her a little bit more angular in that area of the hips, pins, and thurls. But overall, a very nice calf to represent the Jersey breed in this Dunn County Fair.
It's the Dunn County Fair 2020 Dairy Show. Our next class is the Registered Holstein Spring Yearling will be our next class. Thank you to our sponsors of our live stream, including Martin Transport, Annabis Silo, Synergy Co-op, Value Implement, Animal Wellness, Countryside Co-op, Safeforth Auction of Mondovi, Wisconsin Credit Union Business Loans and Services, and Shannon Crop Services. All of just a few of our sponsors of our live stream today. We will also have the Beef Show tomorrow at 10 o'clock, and then on Saturday morning we will also have the Hog Show as well, all coming up next couple of days. Again, Registered Holstein Spring Yearling is our next class.
You having fun giving out ribbons? Tell them all good job. Good.
Again, we're waiting for our next class, the Registered Holstein Spring Yearling. We still have Registered Jersey Winter Yearling on the way, and then Grade Holstein 2-year-old, Grade Jersey 3-year-old, and Grade Holstein 4-year-old cows all coming up here at the Dunn County Fair 2020 Dairy Show.
phenomenal heifer here in the spring yearling class. A heifer that we absolutely admire. The front end on this heifer blends so well from neck to shoulder and shoulder to barrel. Extremely tight at the point of elbows, incredibly full in the crops and tight at that point of elbow. But as she continues to track back on the animal, still love the straightness and strength down the top line, angularity about the hips, pins, and thurls, and also the levelness in the rump structure, the levelness from hips to pins. Great set of feet and legs on this heifer as well. Maybe would criticize her one area, just take a touch of her set away in the hock, but overall an incredibly balanced, extremely tall, stretchy heifer today to win the spring yearling class.
Our next class will be the Registered Jersey Winter Yearling. Again, Registered Jersey Winter Yearling is our next class.
December 3rd.
Is she pregnant?
Yeah.
What is she due? March. Just one Jersey Winter Yearling here today, but a Jersey that we love. Her sharpness and angularity throughout. Trimmed down the neck, prominent down the top line, very refined about the hips, pins, and thurls, and extremely angular and flat-boned in that hock region. Also love the depth and spring of rib that this Winter Yearling possesses. Love the spring when viewed from behind, the depth to especially that fore rib when viewed from the side. We change her up a little bit, just straighten her out in those front feet just a tiny bit and widen her out in the chest floor and give her just a little bit more power through that front end. The exhibitor did share with me that she actually did break her front left leg when she was a calf, and so just lucky that they were able to keep her alive, because she's definitely a heifer that we admire so many parts about her. Great job to our exhibitors.
And now we will have our calf competitors come back, as we will be having our champion of the calf show, and then we'll move on to the cow show here at the Dunn County 2020 Dairy Show. Again, thank you to our sponsors, including Bruner Seeds, West Wisconsin, and 24/7 Telecom. Also, Anderson Agribusiness, your Pioneer Seeds representative in Menominee. Sunny Skies CBD, Durand, Dunn Energy Co-op, Osteoplastics, Hurlburt Heating and Plumbing, Compeer Financial, Martin Transport, Annabis Silo, Synergy Co-op, Value Implement Menominee, Animal Wellness Center of Buffalo Valley, Countryside Co-op, Sightforth Auction Mondovi, Wisconsin Credit Union Business Loans and Services, and Shannon Crop Services. Please thank all of our sponsors of our live stream today. Without their support, we wouldn't have been able to make this happen. We'll also have the Beef Show tomorrow at 10 o'clock on Facebook and on YouTube. And on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, we will have the Hog Show from the Dunn County Fair. Again, next up is we'll name our champion of the Calf Show.
I'll give my reasons on the Facebook Live, and then I'll come out and select a junior champion, reserve, and honorable mention in that order. Just 3 registered heifers in today's show, but 3 heifers that definitely can stand some more competition and do well at the next level. I'm going to go out and select a junior champion, reserve junior champion, and an honorable mention in that order. Come back, give reasons to the crowd here first, and then do some reasons here on the live broadcast. We're going to go with the spring yearling red heifer here for junior champion. This is a heifer that we absolutely love. The front end, how well this heifer blends from neck to shoulder and shoulder barrel. A heifer that's extremely tight at the point of shoulder, incredibly full in the crops, and then match that tightness at the point of elbow. Also love the strength down the top line, fullness of the loin. One other aspect that I also definitely admire about this heifer is her rump structure, her width and levelness between her hips and fins. Really a no-holes type of heifer. Also admire her stature and stretch from end to end. Following closely by this winter calf. The winter calf heifer, we admire the depth and spring of rib for such a young heifer. Where she doesn't keep up with the spring yearling quite as much. Lacks the femininity, especially through that hock region. Some slight flex there compared to our spring yearling. Taking nothing away from our summer yearling here. Heifer that we love, her stretch from end to end. And her rump structure as well. Just a heifer that doesn't have quite the extreme femininity, depth to rib, or strength throughout to compete with the two heifers above her today. So overall, a fantastic purebred Holstein Heifer show. With the purebred Holstein heifers, we went with this red spring yearling followed by the winter calf. Spring yearling just has slight advantage in being slightly flatter in the bone through that hock region. A heifer, the spring yearling, we definitely love her blending of parts and overall capacity today, taking nothing away from the winter calf that we love the depth of both fore and rear rib, her strength throughout for being just a winter calf, but one that we would definitely can stand some more competition. Great job to our purebred Holstein exhibitors. Do the same thing. I'll just pick our grade junior champion, reserve, and honorable mention. For our junior champion of the grade show, we are going to go with this red winter calf. Oh. We're going to go with the red winter calf, a calf that just excels today in angularity. We love how refined she is down her top line, her femininity about the hips, pins, and thurls, and even the flatness of bone through her hock. Also, we'll give her advantage today and just stretch from end to end, much longer in the neck, longer in the midsection of the body, and carries that length back to her hips and pins. Where it gets closer to for me today is our reserve champion. Just going to go with a spring calf, just a slight advantage in angularity, especially trimmer in the throat and more refined about the hips, pins, and thurls. taking nothing away from our second place winter calf, the calf that we love, her spring of rib, just lacks a little bit of angularity today to place above the heifers above her. So great job to our Holstein grade exhibitors. Again, just 3 heifers in our Holstein grade show. Heifer we're going to win with is our red winter calf, a calf that we just admire her angularity above the other 2 today. Extremely trim about that neck, throat, and brisket, and more open about the ribs, and refined about the hips, pins, and thurls. Also stretchier heifer today from end to end, followed by the white spring calf, just slightly more angular today than our second place winter calf, but all 3 exhibitors did a fantastic job. Oh, thank you. Just line them up. Just turn them around facing forward. I guess that looks good. I'll go select junior champion, reserve, and then give some reasons. Very, very close. If you want to flip them and argue with me, we can have a pretty good debate about it. But we're going to go with the winter yearling for our junior champion today. Just slight more spring of rib, especially at the top of the rib cage, slight more width between those pins, and that tapers down to a wider or width between the hocks when viewed from behind. Taking nothing away from the summer yearling, a heifer that we admire her stretch from end to end, her overall angularity, femininity, and style. Just doesn't have quite the capacity that our winter yearling does today. Overall, very, very close placing, but we will give it to the winter yearling today. For the champion of the Jersey Junior Show, we went with the darker winter yearling, just a heifer that has a little bit more capacity, especially more depth to both the fore and rear rib, more spring of rib when viewed from behind, also slightly more width between the chest floor. Taking nothing away from our summer yearling, a heifer that we love, her style, balance, and overall angularity, just not quite the extreme capacity that we have in our winter yearling today. Overall, an extremely close placing, and like I told the audience here, if you want to debate me either way, I think we could have a pretty good discussion. But overall, two very nice heifers to represent our Jersey show today and the Dunn County Fair.
This is going to be the overall junior champion. The overall junior champion.
people that pulled something together even throughout the pandemic. And what we lacked in quantity, we definitely did not lack in quality, energy, or effort from the young people here today. And so you all should be proud of the work that was put in to get animals ready for a show, get them here and get them looking the way we did, even with everything else happening in the world. And so without further ado, I'll go pick the Supreme Champion and followed by a reserve Supreme Champion of the Junior Show. Yeah, let's give him one more round of applause. A heifer, the Holstein Spring Yearling purebred, she just can't be denied today. A heifer that's so extreme in all capacities, extreme width, extreme depth, extreme size, stretch, angularity. Heifer that really, like I said when she won the purebred show, a heifer that really has no holes and can definitely stand a lot of competition. Taking nothing away from our jersey today, a heifer again that we love, her depth in both fore, but especially the fore rib, but also the rear rib, and just her overall capacity to the barrel today. Followed then again by the winter calf here from the great show. Again, a heifer that we love, her stretch from end to end and her straightness of lines. Just not quite the extreme capacity in the barrel, the ribs that the two above her have today. So great job to all of our heifer exhibitors today. For the Junior Show Supreme Champion, we absolutely had to go with this Spring Yearling purebred Holstein, a heifer that we absolutely admire, just her extremeness, her extreme stature, her extreme stretch from end to end, her extreme capacity, depth and spring to both fore and rear rib, and also her extreme angularity. Taking nothing away from our Jersey Winter Yearling, a heifer that we admire her capacity, a heifer that's here pregnant, carrying calf, so more forgiveness on the angularity, but again a heifer that we love, her straightness of lines, and then followed by the grade winter calf that has great stretch from end to end and straightness line, just lacks the extreme capacity that the two placing above her have. Overall, great heifer show here at Dunn County Fair.
We continue on, and we will now go to our Grade Holstein 2-year-old cow as our next class. Again, the Grade Holstein 2-year-old cow here at the Dunn County Fair 2020 Dairy Show.
just one 2-year-old cow here, but a cow that we definitely admire the angularity and femininity. This gal told me that this cow has been in milk for over 200 days, but definitely not showing any signs of going stale here. Love the forerunner attachment, how long and how smoothly the forerunner attachment adheres to the body wall. When viewed from behind, admire the height, especially to that rear udder attachment. And just overall, a cow with extreme strength and width from end to end, wide through that chest floor, and carries that width all the way back to an extremely wide set of hips, pins, and thurls. A cow very deserving of the blue ribbon.
We continue on with our next class, grade Jersey 3-year-old cow. Again, the next class, grade Jersey 3-year-old cow here at the Dunn County Fair Dairy Show for 2020. Thank you to Bruner Seeds, West Wisconsin and 24/7 Telecom, Anderson Agribusiness, our Pioneer Seeds representative in Menominee, Sunny Skies at CBD, Dunn Energy, Osteoplastics, Hurlburt Heating and Plumbing, Compure Financial, Martin Transport, Annabis Silo, Synergy Co-op, Value Implement, Animal Wellness, Countryside Co-op, Cyforth Auction, Mondovi, Wisconsin Credit Union Business Loans and Services, and Shannon Crop Services. Thank you again to all of our sponsors for making our live stream possible. We'll be having the Beef Show tomorrow at 10 and the Hog Show Saturday also at 10 on Facebook and on our YouTube channel.
Just one cow here in the crossbred 3-year-old class, and actually the only colored breed cow here at the show. But a cow we definitely admire her capacity through that barrel. Extreme depth to the fore and especially the rear rib. Great spring to the barrel, especially at the top of the rib cage. Also a cow, we admire her milking ability. Great capacity to the udder, high and wide rear udder attachment. And just a cow that's been here milking a month, so a lot of these will continue to improve throughout her lactation. If we were going to change her up anywhere, we just like to snug her up a little bit in her forudder attachment and just raise that other a little bit above the hock for being a 3-year-old cow. But definitely a cow that's making milk and putting it in the bulk tank for the family. So great cow to represent our color breeds today, and definitely deserving of those Grand Champion ribbons. Just have one cow in the color breed show, and so a cow we're going to award the senior champion and grand champion ribbons right away. The cow that we definitely admire her capacity, her depth to her fore, and especially that rear rib. Overall groom to her midsection as well, especially at the top of her rib cage. In the udder, I definitely admire the rear view, the height of the rear udder attachment, and the overall room and capacity to her udder. Just a cow that's only been milking a month here, but you can definitely tell she's already making milk and putting it in the tank for the exhibitor here. We're going to change her up anywhere, just snug her up a little bit in that 4-udder attachment, just make her a little bit more youthful in the udder for a 3-year-old. But definitely a cow deserving of that blue ribbon and grand champion honors. So great job to our exhibitor.
Up next will be the Holstein 4-year-old cow. The Holstein 4-year-old cow is our next class here at the Dunn County Fair Dairy Show for 2020. Reminder, we will have the beef show tomorrow at 10 o'clock and the hog show Saturday morning at 10 o'clock as well on Facebook and on our YouTube channel at Durand Broadcasting.
Okay. Yep.
Just one cow here in the Holstein 4-year-old class, but a cow that's been milking almost 250 days and about to go dry here in less than a month. But for a cow that's this far into her lactation, a cow that's extremely angular across that top line and extremely refined about the hips, pins, and thorals. Also in the udder, love the width to her rear udder attachment, how well she blends in the 4-udder attachment. I told the young exhibitor if we were going to change her up a little bit, maybe just heighten that rear udder attachment. She cuts in a little bit at the top of the rear quarters, but overall an extremely nice Holstein 4-year-old cow. Just 2 cows here in the grade Holstein show. 2 pretty exceptional cows. Love the angularity of both these individuals. Both are been milking over 200 days, going to be drying up here soon, but definitely don't show any signs of staleness, and definitely still milking very well. So go out and select the senior champion and reserve senior champion of our Holstein breed show. We're actually going to go, not always the most popular decision, going with the 2-year-old over an older cow, but just a cow, we cannot deny that angularity, the extreme refinement about the hips, pins, and thurls, but what really does it today is the udder. 2-year-old just has a longer forward attachment that adheres more tightly to the body wall, slightly less width between her front teats, and front teats that hang more perpendicular to the ground. One final point of difference, just slightly less slope between hips and pins on this 2-year-old compared to the 4-year-old cow. Taking nothing away from this 4-year-old cow that's going to go dry here in less than a month, but a cow that, again, we still admire her stretch and the width to that udder, just not quite the height of the rear udder attachment that our 2-year-old has. So 2 great cows to represent the Holstein breed and the Dunn County Fair. Congratulations to our exhibitors. Just 2 cows here in the Holstein grade show. We're actually going to go with the younger cow, the 2-year-old, for our champion of the grade show. Cow that just spells milk, extremely angular, great height and width to the rear udder, a forudder that is extremely long and adheres tightly to the body wall. And that's the forudder that really does it for me in the 2-year-old today over our 4-year-old cow. Just blends smoother into the body wall and just has slightly less slope from hips to pins on our 2-year-old compared to our 4-year-old. However, 2 great cows today representing the Dunn County Fair. Great job to our exhibitors.
Next will be champion for our cow, champion cow here at the Dunn County Fair. That is coming up next. Again, thank you to our sponsors, Shannon Crop Services, Wisconsin Credit Union Business Loans and Service, Cyforth Auction Mondovi, Countryside Co-op, Animal Wellness, Value Implement Menominee, Synergy Co-op, Annabis Silo, Martin Transport, Compeer Financial, Hurlburt Heating and Plumbing, Osteoplastics, Dunn Energy, Sunny Skies CBD, Anderson Agribusiness, your Pioneer Seeds representative in Menominee, West Wisconsin and 24/7 Telcom, and Bruner Seeds. We'll be doing showmanship after we do the cow champion name of that tier at the Dunn County Dairy Show tomorrow. Reminder, beef show starting at 10 o'clock, hog show on Saturday at 10 o'clock on our station Facebook page and also on our station YouTube channel at Durand Broadcasting.
You bet.
vying for Supreme Champion of the Cow Show. I'll go out and select my Supreme Champion, followed by Reserve Supreme Champion. Gonna go with our Holstein 2-year-old cow here today. Again, just a cow that spells milk. Love her sharpness, angularity throughout, especially trim above the neck. Extremely prominent about the hips, pins, and thurls. In the udder has great height and width to that rear udder, and then longer forward attachment that adheres much tighter to the body wall. Taking nothing away from our crossbred 3-year-old, a cow that again you can tell she's putting a lot into the bulk tank. A cow that's only been fresh here a month, but already doing well into her lactation. Great capacity to her rib and stretch from end to end. Two very nice cows representing the Dunn County Fair. Our two cows vying for Supreme Champion. We're going to go with the Holstein grade 2-year-old cow. Just a cow, again, simply spells milk. I say that because extreme angularity of the hips, pins, and thurls, extremely open in the ribs, just high and wide in the rear udder attachment, and a long, smooth blending fore udder attachment. Taking nothing away from our crossbred 3-year-old cow, a cow that, again, we admire her capacity, just not quite to the youthfulness to the udder or smooth blending fore udder that our 2-year-old cow has. Two very nice cows today, and the Dunn County Exhibitors should be proud of the show they provided.
Okay, you junior exhibitors, intermediate showman. Now, you requested the seniors to go first so that you watch.
Next class is our senior showmanship. Again, senior showmanship is our next class.
On showmanship, so if you pay attention, I'm sure Ethan will give you some pointers, and you'll learn a lot on showmanship right now.
right, young people watching, the very first question I asked both of these exhibitors, you two exhibitors, don't give me too many deaf glares. The first question I asked them is, what advice would you give the young people watching? And they both gave me great answers, phenomenal answers, and both very different answers. And so now, rather than me giving all the advice, I'm going to ask our senior showmen, I'll take each of their animals, and I'm going to ask them to share a little bit of that advice with their young people. You two, are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Great.
First, I'll introduce myself. I am Abby Powers. I have been in the project for about 12 years. And my advice to you guys is, if you have a passion, go out and do it. If you have a dream, go out and do it. You only can make things possible if you have a passion about it, a work ethic, and you want to make it happen. So if you love something like I love my jerseys, personally I always love to go pigs. Work as hard at it as you can. If you want to make your dreams come true, if
I'm Zach. I've been on the project since, I don't know, as long as I can remember. Something I give that you guys should definitely pay attention to is the showmanship with just bringing your heifer in the ring. Is before you get in there, look at your heifer before you go in there. Look at your heifer. You gotta be pinching her tail head. You know, maybe you gotta pinch down her top. Maybe she's a little, gets a little roachy sometimes. You gotta watch the little things. You know, when she gets set up, you gotta punch them a little bit with your foot. You know, strike hard a little bit. Just little things to make your heifer better, look more presentable.
All right, thanks for listening, juniors. My students love me, can't you tell?
more lined up behind them. Since we have the time, I'm going to take a second to tell a quick story. Abby was starting her showing career as I was wrapping up mine. And I was at the Wisconsin State Fair, and it was Showmanship Day. And I was in the stands, and Abby was still in the ring because Abby had our TV. And so Abby was in there for Supreme Champion of the show. And at this point, Abby was 12 years old, the youngest a showman can be and be exhibiting at the State Fair. And as we were watching the Supreme Showman contest, we were watching and just kept watching. We're like, Abby's going to win this as a 12-year-old. And not more than 20 minutes later, the 4 judges had crowned Abby Supreme Showman of the Wisconsin State Fair. First, and I believe only 12-year-olds ever do that. And so, Zach, you have your competition here. But Abby is a phenomenal showman, and it's been incredible to watch her grow as a showman even from that young age. But young folks here in Dunn County, you have incredible role models here in our senior showman class. Their advice was both spot on. I think Abby's was a combination of motivational, and then Zach told us step by step how to get ready for that show. I think they both possess both traits, and that's what makes them incredible showmen. Splitting hairs between the two, our first place exhibitor just slightly quicker to get her animal set up and more attentive to the judge when parading around the ring. I think when asked to switch animals, got a little bit more advice about how to show the opposite person's heifer. And so again, we're asking them some fairly advanced questions, and I think they both handled them spectacularly, just giving our first place exhibitor a slight advantage there. Both animals fit to a T, extremely clean ears, have been washed who knows how many times, both extremely clean individuals, both the heifers and the exhibitors themselves. So really not much of a difference between the two of them. Just going to give our first place exhibitor a slight advantage and be slightly more attentive around the ring and having her heifer respond just that much quicker. But great job to both of our young people here this morning.
Just 2 senior showmen, but like I just told the audience, 2 incredible senior showmen. Two individuals that could stand much more competition, and I'm sure we'll get it at some point in their showing careers. Slight difference in first over second. First, just slightly more attentive when parading her animal around the ring. Responded just ever so slightly faster to the judges' commands, my commands, and then had her heifer responding just that much quicker as well. Both animals fit to a T, extremely clean, extremely angular, well cared for. Both these exhibitors definitely know what they're doing and could do incredible things at the next level. So great job to both of our showmen.
Again, congratulations to Abby Powers. She is the winner for senior showmanship. Next up will be intermediate showmanship. Again, thank you to our sponsors as well, and they include Bruner Seeds, West Wisconsin and 24/7 Telecom, Sunny Sky CBD in Durand, Dunn Energy, Anderson Agribusiness, your Pioneer Seeds representative in Menominee, also Osteoplastics, Hurlburt Heating and Plumbing, Compeer Financial, Martin Transport, Annabis Silo, Synergy Co-op, Value Implement Menominee, Animal Wellness Center, Buffalo Valley, Countryside Co-op, Seaforth Auction Mondovi, West Wisconsin Credit Union, their business loans and services, and Shannon Crop Services. Coming up tomorrow, again on our Facebook page, we'll have the beef show at 10 o'clock. We'll also have that on YouTube as well. And then on Saturday, we'll be live streaming the hog show as well, starting at 10 o'clock. And a reminder, the sheep show will also be going on Saturday as well at 10, but we'll be live streaming the hog show here on our Facebook page. Again, this is intermediate showmanship.
God, you're gonna be breaking ground here.
Ollie. Like, what are you speaking, mother?
It's covered. The 10-9. Is he sleeping in your bed? Not a good deal to have a cat. Okay.
Slight advantage. You responded with what the bird I can maybe do Dodge and I'll set up this one. Also answering
Do you guys need a water? Sure. Where's this?
All right, the two intermediate exhibitors are our first place over our second place. Again, just slightly more attentive to the judge and my commands as she's walking around the ring. Stops her cow, gets it like set up just a touch faster. Also, just knows a little bit more about her cow and things she likes, things she would make her cow slightly better. Taking nothing away from our young gentleman in second place. He did a great job getting his animal ready for the show. He's extremely clean, well clipped, and looking her best coming into the ring today. Two very great showmen in our intermediate age group. Let's give them a round of applause.
And again, congratulations to Chloe Doomer. She is the winner of the intermediate class. Chloe Doomer.
Yeah, but your sandwich and stuff is here when you're done with the.
Yeah.
And coming up next will be our junior class in showmanship. Again, junior class in showmanship. Tomorrow we'll have the beef show starting at 10 o'clock. Again, on our station Facebook page and also on our YouTube channel at Duran Broadcasting. And thank you again to Shannon Crop Services, Wisconsin Credit Union, Business Loans and Services, Cyforth Auction Mondovi, Countryside Co-op, Animal Wellness Value Implement, Synergy Co-op, Annabis Silo, Martin Transport, Compeer Financial, Hurlburt Heating and Plumbing, Osteoplastics, also Bruner Seeds, Dunn Energy, Sunny Sky CBD, West Wisconsin and 24/7 Telcom, and Anderson Agribusiness, our Pioneer Seeds representative in the Menominee area, for sponsoring our live stream broadcasts. Please thank our sponsors. Without their support, we would not be able to bring these shows to you. Again, tomorrow we'll have the beef show at 10 o'clock, and then on Saturday we'll have the hog show. And we'll be live streaming that at our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel at Duran Broadcasting. Again, this is Junior Showmanship.
Huh?
I got a lot of hits.
Can you stop and set them up one more time? Let's make sure when we keep walking to keep the ring as big as possible. Okay? Keep circling.
You need wingman or you okay?
Right now we're doing all right. How about that? All right, we're gonna do two lineups. So the first one, we're gonna line our animals up this way. Wait, I'll pull you in. One second here. Face a little bit more this way. Try to steal your spot, but if you walk fast enough, that won't happen. Okay? Also, when we're in line, we're going to want to make sure we're in as straight a line as possible and keep our animals close together, so enough animals can fit, but not too close that they're touching. Okay? A few other things is just making sure we keep their head held high. I know for some of us that's harder than others, depending upon the size of our calves. But then also them attentive. So some way I like to do that is either you can shake their head a little bit or even blow in their nostril will wake them up. Is a quick way to do that. Okay? When I ask you about what you like about the calf, I want to know from a judging standpoint. Like you like how long they are, or like you like how deep they are. Okay? I like how you like their haircuts and you like the hair on their face. But I want to know more about what you like about how they look, okay? So, very nice job to all of you. I'll come down and give each of you a few individual pointers. You can line her back up.
my favorite classes of the day is always the younger showmanship class. Few highlights were when I asked them what they like about their calves. We like everything from the swirl on its face to its head haircut around the poll. And so I talked to the exhibitors a little bit about how we can answer those questions about what we like about them, whether that be the size, the depth, the angularity, and try to explain a little bit about what those mean to each of the exhibitors. Some other things I talked about is spending a little less, all of their time either focusing on the animal or the judge and not focusing on anywhere else around the ring. And also keeping the ring nice and large and how we can go about better holding the halter, holding the throat to keep them looking as angular as possible. Getting to the exhibitors themselves, first over second, mainly on response to questions and the responsiveness to the judge. He did a great job explaining to me about how he got his animal ready for the show, what he did to help clip, and what he had assistance with. Also, did a nice job. The first question I asked all the exhibitors is just tell me about your calf. And he did a really nice job walking me through the calf's birthday, what class it was in, and then even got into a little bit what he liked about the calf. And so overall, very nice job there. You can start walking. Start walking out. So first over second, just slightly quicker response time to the judge, and then also how he went about answering those questions. Second over third, definitely just did a better job keeping his heifer moving. I told this young man in third that he was working with a big heifer, which is always a lot of fun, but presents its challenges as well. And so second over third just did a better job pulling through, keeping its head up, keeping the animal straight, front to rear, so making it look like the animal is straight and strong across the top line. Third over fourth, again, just a little bit quicker to respond to the judge's commands of stopping and trying to set up the heifer. Also, just a little bit more detail in answering the questions and engagement with me as the judge. Fourth over fifth, our calf in fifth today has had a pretty long day, and as a young spring calf tends to get tired. But working with the animal and increasing their endurance can definitely help there. And then also, again, engaging more with the judge. But overall, phenomenal job for our last class of the day. Last dairy class of the day. I guess we have a special treat here in store at the end. But very nice job to our junior exhibitors. Please join me in giving them a loud round of applause.
And congratulations to Case Quilling, our winner of the Junior Showmanship.
We're presenting to Ethan, so don't anybody leave yet. He does have a hamster over here that we do need for him to judge. Okay, so we're going to conclude our... Doomer's bringing a daughter dam or no?
No, it's
okay, all right, we're good. So with that, our hamster show starts right now. Okay? Tyler, you're up.
Bring the hands up here.
I don't know, where's she? Yeah, go ahead.
Great.
We now have a hamster show here for Ethan to judge.
Yes, you need to guys. Yes.
All right. Well, just one hamster today in our hamster show, but hamster.
Yeah. What color does he get?
Do you have any purple stuff?
We do.
Okay. I'd say Fuzzy's definitely deserving of the grand champion hamster ribbon as well.
Just wait for your ribbon, Tyler.
Definitely a hamster that could deserve some more competition. Love the length and stretch of the hamster, but also has the flexibility to still burrow like a hamster should. So overall, just a tremendous hamster show, and can't wait to add this to my resume. Nice job.
Good job, Tyler.
All right. Are we done?
We are done.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for having me. Again, happy to stick around and then answer any questions. I am paid by the hour, so please come ask questions.
Let's give him a nice round of applause. He did a great job.
And again, that will conclude the Dunn County Dairy Show today. And again, we'd like to say thank you to our sponsors, including Shannon Crop Services, Wisconsin Credit Union Business Loans and Services, Cyforth Auction Mondovi, Countryside Co-op, Animal Wellness, Value Implement Menominee, Synergy Co-op, Annabis Silo, Martin Transport, Compeer Financial, Hurlburt Heating and Plumbing, Osteoplastics, Dunn Energy, Sunny Skies CBD, Anderson Agribusiness, Pioneer Seeds in Menominee, Wisconsin Telecom and 24/7 Telecom, along with Bruner Seeds. We'll have more coverage from the Dunn County Fair tomorrow, as tomorrow at 10 o'clock we'll have the Beef Show. That'll be on our station Facebook page and also on our YouTube channel at Duran Broadcasting. And then on Saturday morning it will be the Hog Show from the Dunn County Fair. And again, hope you enjoyed the broadcast this afternoon from Menominee. I'm Brian Winnikins.